You are about to listen to an interview with Aaron Baker done by KRUA in the Northern Light.
Yeah, so I'm originally from the San Francisco Bay Area. I actually did my undergrad at Arizona State University and graduated with a Bachelor of Science in 2014. After that, I enlisted in the Army, and that's kind of what brought me to Alaska and Anchorage in particular. So I've been stationed at J-Bear for the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm transitioning out. So now I'm currently in the MBA graduate program, pursuing my MBA in general management. And this semester was my first semester, so just diving into a lot of different clubs and organizations on campus. So I'm currently a delegate for the College of Business and Public Policy with USUAA. A member of the Student Veterans Association here on campus, and the student representative for the College of Business and Public Policy Dean's Advisory Board. Yeah, so when I decided to get a head start on, my graduate degree while I was still active duty, I really just wanted to seek out leadership opportunities. Coming from the military where I was an NCO or a non-commissioned officer in a leadership position, it's just something that's natural for me. So if I'm not doing something where I'm taking initiative or, trying to push something forward, I feel like there's a lot more opportunities to take advantage of than not. Yeah, I mean, not to harp on the military too much, but, the biggest thing about the military is it's such a diverse organization. I mean, it's the most diverse organization in the world, and you're thrown into working with, for, and, between people of so many different backgrounds and cultures. So that cross-organizational collaboration has helped tremendously. And then what was the second part of your question? Yeah, so it's been interesting, right? Because as my first semester, it's all been COVID world. So it's all been virtual. I prefer to meet in person, especially with the kind of legislative processes that we go through. And, a lot of advocacy is just better done in person and has more of an impact when you're able to sit face to face with people. But that being said, I've still gained a lot from it. The access to people within the university, again, working between departments and just getting to meet all the different students and kind of organizational leaders has been great. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of one voice in the General Assembly, but as a delegate, I am the voice of the College of Business and Public Policy. There's actually two delegate positions per college, but I'm one of them. So when it comes to General Assembly meetings, my role or my power, I guess, if you want to put it that way, is just to represent the best interests of my college and cohort. Yeah, that's a good question. So one thing that's helped me is being on the Dean's Advisory Board. I am the student representative. And that advisory board consists of local business community leaders and faculty leadership throughout the college. So I kind of get the outlook for the college and the university as a whole, sitting in on those kind of think tank meetings. And moving forward, that's one thing I want to prioritize, is increasing the community engagement, not just between the College of Business, but with the university as a whole. I think there's a lot of opportunities for us to build partnerships with the business community and even local school districts. Yeah, so one thing we're working on right now is a resolution to support a request to remodel the military tuition assistance program and how that actually works. To give a brief overview, I mean, the way that the current model works is creating financial barriers specifically for students at the University of Alaska Anchorage, um, University of Alaska Fairbanks, and other extension sites currently use a flat rate updated model, but UAA is kind of behind the curve on that. So I've recently written a resolution that we are working on actively right now to get support from the university to instate this new military TA model. We have about 500 people stationed at JBER that are enrolled at extension sites because they use this flat rate. I see that as a huge missed opportunity, not just in terms of enrollment yield for UAA, but it's UAA's mission to increase accessibility and diversity. So that's why I'm so passionate about spearheading this one. And being active duty just means a lot to me, and hopefully we'll see that move forward. Yeah, another thing that is in the early stages right now, going back to the building these community partnerships, um, I'm looking into a financial literacy program. So Alaska is one of a few states left that has no financial literacy education standard for K through 12. I see that as a huge problem, and especially being in the College of Business and Public Policy, I'm hoping to create a partnership program between my college and local school districts, particularly the 9 through 12 grade level, to where we can, provide seminars or workshops to students in local schools, to kind of increase awareness and increase their understanding of financial literacy and kind of things that the school district hasn't or isn't affording them the opportunity to learn. Yeah, I mean, I've gained so much from it already. Like I said, I've established a lot of relationships within the university, and I'm just passionate about seeing what I see as improvements and developments that the university can make. And I'm happy to play my part in that. And really, I encourage, I'm here not to just promote my agenda, but to encourage all students to get involved, because I think there's a lot of great ideas that just don't get exposed or don't come to the university's attention. So encourage all students to get involved. Yeah, so again, I mean, moving forward, I see a big opportunity for just community partnerships and engagement with the local community. So like I mentioned, hopefully I can push this financial literacy program, creating partnerships with the school district, and hopefully, those students will become future UAA students, and local business leaders as well. I think there's plenty of ways we can go about that, and that's something that I'm going to be looking into next semester. That's a good question. So if I have to promote myself, I'd say, above all, I think the legislative process just requires leadership and initiative, and that's one thing I've taken away from my experience, is that anyone can be a leader if they take initiative. That's what it boils down to. So just know that, right? I'm here. I've taken initiative. So if you need someone that's gonna take the first steps and get out there and get involved, You know, that's what I'm here to do. And I'm not just here to promote, you know, what I think is best. And that's why I'm coming onto platforms like this, because like I said, there's plenty of great ideas. So if I can even just facilitate other people's great ideas, I'm happy to do that. Not really for myself. I'd really, again, just say to anyone listening, any students listening, to, you know, look into student government, look into your media board, your, you know, all the different student organizations we have. Understand that your fees, your student fees, are going somewhere. So number one, you want to make sure those fees are going to places that you think benefit you. And number two, you know, be a part of that process. So that's all I really want to leave your listeners or readers with, is get involved and understand that there's a lot of opportunities there for them if they're willing to take initiative. Yeah, they can email me directly. I prefer to have, you know, direct conversations. I don't know if you want me to put my email in, but in any case, it's AM as in Mike, Barker, Barker, 4 at alaska.edu.